Today I'm going to review the Transformers animated Allspark Almanac. As you can see, it is a pretty thick book. It's got some little words of praise for the Allspark Almanac. And it's basically the characters reviewing the book, and it's pretty funny because if on some books they have like the just like the New York Times reviewing the new so and so book, so it's kind of a good rip on that. Anyway, this is a really good book. I'm going to showcase some of the pages here. It's got some character bios. I'm going to pick one at random here so I can read this to you. I'll try to find the best one. Yeah, the characters basically comment on other characters, so it's pretty funny. Let's do Starscream on Starscream. This is a pretty fun one. Okay, I'm gonna read this. Fools, I am Starscream. Hold your applause. Kneel down and worship the true leader of the Decepticons. Assuming I can ever dispose of that accursed Megatron. Who does he think he is? Clearly I am the superior leader. I've spent 4 million stellar cycles trying to destroy that overbearing bucket of spare parts. I've blown him up twice, and yet he still functions. I should point out to all my adoring fans out there that I am in fact the fastest of all Decepticons. With my dual sonic pulse blasters, I destroy all who stand in my way. But that's not all, folks. My strategic and cunning mind is unmatched. I am a natural built leader and am, without a doubt, the most dynamic, charismatic, and handsome bot this side of the Benzel expanse. I use an unmatched variety of tools to achieve my ends, including bombs, missiles, and oh yes, an army of clones. And best of all, the Allspark fragment embedded in my head ensures that I'll never go offline. And we know how that turns out. That's right, the great Starscream is immortal. Soon the universe will tremble in my wake. If you send a self-addressed stamped envelope to my agent Swindle, I would be more than happy to send you an autographed glossy 8x10. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, so I'll go back to the book here. So it goes with more character bios. Then we get a little episode guides. They basically like reports by some of the Autobot staff, and they basically it's also got some fun little stuff in there. For instance, from the there was this graphic novel called The Arrival, and they're basically talking about that, and it's Professor Princess. And she just wrote this thing about what happened in it. And if you look closely, there is Starscream in pretty makeup. It looks ugly though. And so yeah, it goes with more episodes and talking about the graphic novel. It's got some other stuff like I think. Let me try to find it for you. I think I know where everything is in this book. Oh yeah, there's that episode of Garbage In, Garbage Out with Wreck-Ar. Here's they did their own little serial thing about him, and you know what? I'm gonna read that for you. It's actually pretty funny. This is the story of Garbage O's. One day, a mean old businessman stopped collecting Detroit's garbage. Let it pile up high, he said. I won't collect it until you pay me lots of money. The people of Detroit were sad, but they didn't have to fear. A special crystal fell out of some of the garbage and made Rekgar. Rekgar was a robot who transformed into a garbage truck. He was confused about who he was and what his purpose was. He tried being an Autobot, but mean old Ratchet said he wasn't good enough. He tried being a Decepticon, but his spark wasn't bad enough. And when Detroit needed him the most, he decided to be a hero. He sacrificed himself to save the city from harmful microbots. Inspired by his example, mean old Ratchet, who wasn't so mean after all, forced the mean old businessman to pick up the garbage. We packaged all this garbage and sold it to you, thus creating Garbageos. That just sounds pretty good. Okay, and just flipping through down. And here's they talk about some of the magazine that was out. It had some little comics in that. It was very short magazine that they ran. I think it only lasts like 3 issues or something. I don't know. I don't have any of them, so I wouldn't know. Here they talk about some of the Sundac robots. Here's the thing. If you remember the episode Along Came a Spider, they did Halloween, and they have this funny little mini script with Bulkhead and Bumblebee, and I am going to read that. Okay. This is Bulkhead speaking. Halloween is this weird time of year when all Detroit's children dress up in costumes and get free candy. Candy is sort of like ultra energetic for kids. Anyway, and Bumblebee interrupts. I don't like gum. Bulkhead says, no one cares what you like. Bumblebee says, sure they do. Bulkhead says, as I was saying, I got to be a friendly ghost, and BB here dressed up like Count what's-his-name. And then Bumblebee chimes in and says, I mean, what's the point? You chew and chew, and then you don't eat it. How do you know when you're done? What am I supposed to do with it when I'm finished? Bulkhead says, you spit it out, Bumblebee. Please stop interrupt. Bumblebee interrupts again and says, spit it out? Gross! Bulkhead says, what was I saying? Oh yes, Halloween is really neat. I can't wait till next year. And then Bumblebee interrupts again and says, but Mom, take it from your old pal Bumblebee. No one wants gum. And then Bulkhead says, fuck. Yeah, so there's that. They showed, it's been a while since I looked at this thing. Design evolution. For instance, here's what Prowl used to look like. This should fit. Very much like his G1 self. Yeah, he wasn't black and gold. He was white and black. And he had that little red V thing on him. So, U thing. I don't know. Some sort of shape. Okay, and it shows some of the locations on there. It's obviously the pier from the episode Nanosec. These are some of the lesser-known characters that, frankly, we, either saw in the background or, stuff like that. I'm saying I'm a lot in there. Here is from those who attended the BotCon 2008. They talk about it here. Come on, focus. Yeah, be in the cities. It was basically all. It had uh, some of the voice actors for Optimus, uh, Bumblebee, Sorry, and they had some other people, and they were basically reading through the script that was written for them to do. It wasn't based on any episode. It was totally new, created one. It's actually online right now on YouTube, so definitely check that out. It's really funny. They got a little snippet of the script here. So yeah, it's a really fun one. If you haven't seen it, definitely do it. Okay. Let's see. And basically, they have like the writers and the producers and everything. They just do like little talk. They just talk about the show's impact and everything, how it's created. So, but yeah, it's a really good book. If you don't have this in collection, I definitely recommend it. You know, I think it's going for like $15 on eBay, something like that. Definitely worth it. Definitely pick it up if you're a fan. I'm going to do another little review for the Transformers animated Allspark Almanac Part 2, or Allspark Almanac 2, as it's actually really called. So stay tuned, and I'll review that. So I give this book 4 stars. Thanks for watching.